Every city tells a story. In Philadelphia, it's written in cobblestones and red brick, whispered through old alleyways, and echoed in the clatter of food markets and laughter on the streets. From walking in the footsteps of revolutionaries to stumbling upon rainbow street signs, my Philly trip has been a journey through the old, the unexpected, and everything in between. Welcome to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. I started the day by hopping on a morning train and arriving at, get this, Center City. You heard that right, not city center. Philly flips it and calls its downtown Center City. It's actually a term that dates back to the early 20th century planning maps. Interesting, huh? Just one of the many little quirks that make this city very unique. It's vibrant, historic, and surprisingly walkable. I was ready to explore. First stop, Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution were both debated and adopted. There is the Independence Hall, where lots of history happened, and one of the most famous things in here, this area, is the Liberty Bell. Right now, they put it across the street in its own little museum. The lines were long, so I admired the building from the outside and got a peek at the Liberty Bell through the glass wall. Fun fact, the crack in the bell, no one's quite sure how it happened, but it's been part of its iconic history since the 19th century. Next, I wandered over to Elfreth Alley, America's oldest continuously inhabited residential street, dating all the way back to 1703. Think cobblestones, colorful doors, and the charm of a real-life time capsule. It's easy to imagine early Philadelphians going about their daily lives right here as we're walking through this beautiful street. These old homes. It's actually quite cute. On the way to lunch, I passed the Betsy Roth's house. That's the place honoring the woman who, according to legend, sewed the first American flag. I didn't go in, but it was a cool reminder of just how rich Philly's history is. Then, I made it to Reading Terminal Market, a bustling food paradise. Not only is it one of the oldest public market in the country, opened since 1893, it's also packed with everything from Amish baked goods to fresh produce. After soaking in the sights and, of course, plenty of the smells, I settled on a juicy roast pork sandwich. Sure, Philly is known for its cheesesteaks, soft pretzels, and Scrapple. Note here, not baked apples, but Scrapple, which is like a pan-fried pork mush that's very Pennsylvania. But when it's hot and this crowded, sometimes you just want the most satisfying bite you can find, and that pork sandwich sounded right to me right then. And it certainly did not disappoint. After lunch, I set off to find Philly's famous murals. The city has over 4,000 of them thanks to the Mural Arts program, the largest public art initiative in the US. I did find a few, but maybe I got lost. The ones that I found were not the insta glamorous ones that I was looking for, but the adventure continues next time. And here's where things got interesting. I stumbled into the Gayborhood. Yup, that's what it's actually called, officially labeled on signs and maps. It's a vibrant neighborhood centered around 13th and Locust, full of LGBTQ plus owned businesses and community pride. A delightful and unexpected find. I made it to the famous Broad Street view. You know, the one where Philly's grand city hall sits dead center in the frame, and I was ready to get the shot. When I was there, it was packed with people taking graduation photos, so I only grabbed a quick shot and moved on. By now, it was blazing hot, my backpack was really starting to get heavy, and the streets were sizzling because of the sun. I made my way back towards the train station, passing by actually Chinatown Gate, a mental note to explore it later. Later, with the temperature down and my energy back up, I returned to the city for round 2. I just could not leave without trying a Philly cheesesteak. So we found a great spot that's away from the crowd and enjoyed this beautiful creation as a mid-afternoon snack. This is Love Park, close to City Hall. Much nicer when it's in the evening time, when it's cooler and not 90 degrees. And people call it the Love Park because look at the love statue over there, and City Hall is right there. I passed through Love Park, caught a glimpse of the iconic sculpture, and circled back to Chinatown. For dinner, I found an unassuming hole-in-the-wall spot outside the gate, just a few minutes walk around the main streets, and enjoyed some authentic, delicious food, and it was a perfect way to end the day. My short time in Philly certainly isn't enough to uncover everything. There are things on my list that I still wanted to go and explore further. But what I saw gave me a real sense of the city, its layers of history, diverse communities, and the deliciousness of its food scene. Whether you're into history, city life, good eats, or just enjoying exploring on foot, Philadelphia has something waiting for you around every corner. I'll definitely be back, and next time I'm going to find those murals. Thank you for coming along with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you got a favorite spot to share in the great city of brotherly love. I thoroughly enjoyed Philadelphia. Until next time.